Hey everybody, good morning. If you were tuning in today and your expectation was to see one of our normal Sunday morning services, then I have to give you my apologies because this morning we are doing outdoor worship at 9 a.m. in the backyard of the church. So on the last Sunday of every month, this is our rhythm for the time being as warm weather continues and as we are still trying to make space for people to be cautious and yet engage in community. So my apologies again if you're here and you did not know that information. We're trying to communicate it out, but that's what's happening. And so I hope in future Sundays that you're able to make it and join us. It would be so great if you could. But that is what's going on today. Now, this Sunday just happens to be the last Sunday in our series, Surprise the World. And so if you've been tracking along or if you have that book, Surprise the World by Michael Frost, then you could simply read that chapter and put it into practice and you'll be good to go. And if not, then the cliff notes of my sermon are this: that in the same way that the Father sent the Son, Jesus said himself in John chapter 20, verse 21, he says, "As the Father sent me, now I send you." And it's easy to go over that verse and just to think, okay, we're supposed to go. But to really consider what it means and what it meant for Jesus to be sent by the Father with the intentionality and the purpose and the mission and the willingness to sacrifice and focus his life on the task at hand. Then when we think about that and recognize that here's Jesus in heaven, protected and at peace and perfect, and yet leaving all of that to enter into the brokenness of this world and humanity, to be betrayed and to be hurt and to be called names and disrespected and all of these things. When you think about what that means, and then for Jesus to say, in the very same way, I'm sending you. Isn't that quite the challenge? And so I think I would ask that you simply maybe read. It's just a short excerpt, John 20, 21, and 22. Just read those couple of verses. Read the book, read the chapter about being sent. And just consider that Jesus might be calling you if you follow him, if you say you are a Christian and you believe in him and you're trying to be like him and you're trying to follow him and be obedient to him. Then you have an identity as a sent one. Your job, your call is to go into this world, to be looking for the kingdom wherever it may be displaying itself. It takes work to see it sometimes because often it can start off so small, but to look into the world and look at opportunities and to help people see that there's a God in heaven who loves them. To be somebody who goes and is helping cultivate places and atmospheres and environments or opportunities where people might glimpse the kingdom. You and I are called to go. We are sent people because God's always been sending. He's always been going for the sake of love, for the sake of rescuing humanity from itself and from death and sin and the devil. And you and I are called to do that, to join with the millennia of people who have followed after Jesus and said, we are going to go into this world, to see the kingdom advance and grow, and for the reign of Christ to be seen by more and more people, that they might find life and love in him. We're called to be sent. That's who we want to be as a church. And so again, I'm sorry that you're not here this morning with us, because community and seeing people and worshiping together is so important. And it's been I've been reminded of that truth as we've begun meeting together again. So I'm sorry you weren't able to make it this morning. I do hope you can find your way either through our doors or to our next outdoor service if you feel more comfortable with that. But I hope you go in the grace and peace of our Lord Jesus. And in the same way that the Father sent him for the sake of love and for the cause of seeing this new kingdom and this new way of living erupt into our world, may you be faithful as he sends you into your home, into your workplace, into the places you hang out, to the soccer fields or baseball fields or wherever you go. May you see yourself as a sent one who is seeing opportunities and recognizing when the kingdom is coming and alerting those around you to it. Go in his grace and his peace today. We'll see you soon.